What's going on, y'all? Micah here, and I'm back with another boxing recap of the Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight that took place earlier today. And I'm not going to lie, man, I had very low expectations for this fight. I thought it was going to be a wash. Francis was going to get in there and make a fool of himself. It was going to be a clownish performance by him, and he was going to be out there getting tired and all kind of stuff. Like, y'all remember when he fought Stipe Miocic? Stipe Miocic had put them little policeman moves on him, had him over there in the corner with his knee on his shoulder and all this kind of stuff. Had him looking silly. So I thought he was going to get tired and get outclassed by Fury, but that's not the case. And by the way, man, this poster here is false advertising, man. Fury, you know goddamn well you ain't nowhere near in that kind of shape, dog. You need to goddamn get in shape. That's one thing I'll say about Fury. You can tell, to a degree, he doesn't really take boxing serious. He just riding the wave off being a big guy. He's comfortable off being a big guy. You know, he has decent skills and footwork for a big guy, but other than that, you know, he could be in better shape, and it showed in this fight because he did get a little bit tired, man. Some people are saying that they think Francis Ngannou won this fight. I'm not too sure about that. They were saying they're going to give him 4 rounds out of the 10 with the knockdown. I would still say that he's going to get a 94-95 scorecard in favor of Tyson Fury. And I will say that while it was a great effort, spirited effort by Francis Ngannou, I'm proud of the little dude, man. I was like, hey, man, you did some numbers. You didn't look bad at all. Your cardio was on point. You looked proficient. He didn't win. He just didn't win. Fury edged him out on a few rounds, peppering him with little jabs. Although it was not really much doing, Fury did pepper him with jabs. Some things I think are the reason why Francis Ngannou took an L is because he was over here switch hitting, thinking that he can go between southpaw and orthodox when he's not proficient at southpaw. Francis Ngannou is a orthodox fighter. If you looked at the tail in the tape, that's what it said. It actually said that Tyson Fury was a switch hitter, which I'm not really knowing him for that, to be honest. But anyway, Francis Ngannou was acting like he was one of them guys where, he's the one that was chose as, the ambidextrous joker that can hit with the left and the right and from both ways, which is like, nah, bro. I think personally that, working southpaw is kind of along the lines of, somebody who sees Floyd Mayweather doing numbers with the Philly shell, and then now they're trying to emulate his style in the ring, but it's like you haven't practiced it for a whole lifetime like Floyd Mayweather has. It's the same thing with southpaw. You're going to get some punches off because you might be used to throwing those punches, but for the most part, you're not used to the whole system of southpaw. The way you move your head this way, this direction, the way you're moving your feet maybe. That's a little bit easier, but, throwing certain punches are going to be awkward. You're going to be throwing your left hand, which is your power hand, like a jab because you're used to throwing that as the jab in orthodox. So there's that. That's one reason I'll say that, he was taking the L. When he was in southpaw, he was not doing much. He wasn't doing much. He was very inactive at southpaw, and then alongside with that, he was just not active enough. He didn't push the pace. He had him in some spots where, he was very much in danger. He knocked him down, as we see in the beginning there. He had him hurt maybe 2 or 3 times in the fight, but he did not push the pace. He pushed the pace for those couple rounds, but then the other rounds where, Tyson Fury was clearly worried about Francis Ngannou's power and maybe looking a little wary and running around here like, oh no, he might get me out here, turn me into a tosser. He didn't do that. He didn't blitz him like he should have. I think had he blitzed him a couple of times, it would be a lot harder for them to give Tyson Fury the fight like they did. Also, I think that no matter what, it was going to be an uphill battle for Francis Ngannou to get the fight in his favor anyway, because imagine if he won today. That means that December with Alexander Usyk is over. There's literally nothing doing there. You lost to an MMA fighter who's been inactive for a year, who we know MMA fighters don't box well, and Francis Ngannou also is known to have a shitty gas tank. But you end up losing to him. Imagine that. So yeah, man, that's partly why I don't think that they allowed Ngannou to win. I mean, you could also make an argument for the Great White Hope and all that kind of stuff. They want to see 2 white guys go at it and be the top white guy. So we can get them up out of there. Although he did beat Deontay Wilder, and that's another thing I'll say. Francis Ngannou boxed with more proficiency than Deontay Wilder for some reason, man. I don't get it, but he did, man. Deontay Wilder has more experience. He's more athletic. He's a little taller, but he just didn't do it, man. You can tell he relies too much on his power and he doesn't really work on skills to pay the bills. He's working with that weird little porn star looking dude, but they ain't really getting no money done because it's like he goes and reverts right back to what he does, and he loses. But Francis Ngannou looked a lot better. He looked proficient at what he was doing. He didn't look tired. He was poised, and he was able to put a good fight in the books. This definitely makes Tyson Fury look silly. I personally think that when Tyson Fury steps up to fight Alexander Usyk in December, if he does not land a power punch, or if he's not able to smother Usyk with his big size, then Usyk goes ahead and gets the decision win. Because Usyk has way better footwork. Usyk has a pretty good gas tank. Usyk has good punch selection and combos. So I'm going to have to give it to Usyk right there when they do fight. That's just what I think. What did you guys think about the fight, man? Do you guys think that Fury won? Do you guys think that Francis Ngannou won? Or do you guys think that, these MMA guys need to shut the hell up just because it was a knockdown does not mean he took a W? But yeah, that's it for the video right there, man. You watched up to this point. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.